Hey everybody, my name is Erin Conlin and I am so grateful to be here today with you to talk about inviting. When I find coaches who are struggling in this business, it often has to do with having a hard time inviting. What holds you back from inviting is something that you really need to think of, because this was a problem for me when I started too. I was so afraid to be salesy and to have people annoyed by me and to come across as a used car salesman. So I never wanted to be that person. What happened to me that opened my eyes was a quick story I'm going to share with you. I was on the phone with one of my friends who I just assumed, for my own reasons, that she was not going to do Shakeology. I was 100% set on that fact. So when I was talking with her, I was going on and on saying, I love it so much. I've lost weight. I feel better. My skin has gotten better. I'm sleeping better. And I just have this new energy. And she said to me, all right, sold, sign me up. And I kind of stopped in my tracks because I was insulted. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not selling you anything. And in my head, that word selling was such a bad word almost. And now I love it. What selling is sharing something that you love with other people because you want them to love it too. And you want to help people. Don't think about this money aspect and everything is going to change for you. When you truly believe that you're helping somebody else so much more than they're helping you, everything's going to change. In your mindset, yes, you're going to make 2 Success Club points. Yes, you're going to make a minimum of a $40 commission. Yes, you're going to be growing your team and your business, which grows your paycheck. But the success story that might come out of you helping this person, maybe they have diabetes or Crohn's or colitis or blood pressure or cholesterol, and maybe this will help them, and you could be the reason for that. So I want that to be first and foremost in your mind when you're talking to other people. It's definitely harder when you're first starting out. Believe me, I know this, but I want you to have that kind of mindset. Have the confidence that this is the best thing in the world, and just talk about it with passion. If you look around and see other success stories of, never mind your own success story, but people on your team, people on YouTube, hearing more and more success stories just solidifies your belief in the product and makes it so much easier to share. So now to get into the actual invites. If you're posting the correct way on Facebook, like we talked about yesterday, it's going to make private messaging people that much easier. And that's where I found to be the easiest way to grow my business, is by private messaging people. I use the voice recorder so that people can hear the passion in my voice, and I'm able to share how excited I am with the reflection of your voice, and being able to talk the way that you speak and having people realize that this is really you is huge for people to be able to relate with you. So I want you to think how many times you scroll through Facebook and you see a post and you're like, oh, her daughter got so big, or oh, he just got a new job, or oh, they bought a house. And you're thinking, oh, how cool. You're complimenting people in your head all day long. Well, I hope you are if you're a nice person. And you're thinking nice things about people. If you turn that into a private message instead of just clicking the like button or making a comment, turn that into a conversation of what you want to say to them. And it gets that conversation started. It's called the power of hello, because not everybody is on Facebook all day like we are. People are caught up in their job or with their kids, and to have somebody stop and think about them really makes them stop in their tracks and be like, oh, cool, that was so nice. And it gets the conversation going. So it's really cool to just be genuinely interested in other people, and even expecting no outcome. If they say no, that's fine. You might learn something about them. You might create a new friendship, and eventually they're probably going to say yes. Because all 11 of my diamonds said no, every single one of them. But I realized that timing is everything. And there are certainly times in my life where I want to eat Swedish fish all day long, all day, every day. And I just get into these little funks. And if somebody was to ask me on that day if I want to join a health and fitness program, I would say, absolutely not. Please don't talk to me. And then if they were gone, of course, I'd be done. But if they stuck around and still kept in contact with me, I'm probably going to be ready in a few days, because that only lasts for so long. So make sure when you hear those no's, stick right with them. And just continue to ask them questions. I always end every single invite with a question so it keeps the conversation going. And be a go-giver. Share information with them. Try to make an impact on somebody's life. If you've not read that book, Go Giver, such a great book. When you're talking about sharing Shakeology and the fitness programs and the business opportunity, please think about sharing it as if you were sharing a restaurant or a movie or a book. Think about how you talk when you're like, oh, I went to this great restaurant. They had the best food. Their steak was so good. I was so full walking out of there. But even like the ambiance of the restaurant was so amazing. You're talking about how you felt and why you loved being there. You're not getting into the details of how many servers are on the staff, how many light switches are on the wall. Like, that's what we have third-party tools. Make sure you're sharing what you're doing and why you love it, not the little details. A great thing that I found with inviting is when you do get an objection, and this is from GoPro, use I feel, I felt, I found. That has changed my business, and that's turned so many no's into a yes. People will say, oh, it's too expensive. I know how you feel. I totally felt the same way when I started, but I found that I was going to Starbucks and buying a coffee for $5 every day, and I was totally crashing right after. This has changed my life because I have so much more energy and I'm saving money. So feel, I felt, I found is so awesome. Today, below this post, we're going to talk and share our invites. I also want you to make a list of 10 names. I know that's big, and if you don't get to 10, that's fine. I would like for you to, if you can, because this training is so awesome, so let's make sure you keep up with it. Do 10 names of people that you invited today and that you reached out to. And also, I'd love for you to share a screenshot of an invite that you sent to somebody. And we're going to go over underneath all the invites that you've sent. So if you believe what we're doing is right, and if you know anyone's life who has changed from this, you should have absolutely no problem inviting people to do what we're doing. If you just remember to focus that you're truly helping them way more than they're helping you, everything is going to change. Inaction feeds fear. So if you miss a few days of inviting, it just gets scarier and scarier and scarier. So make sure to comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will chat with you guys below the post. Thanks again.